All right, first video. I am excited, but bear with me. I'm gonna run through some basic crochet stitches for you. We'll do the chain stitch, the slip knot, the slip stitch, the single crochet, and the double crochet. Once you get the hang of those, you can basically make anything. So let's get started. So for your slip knot, I know a lot of people have trouble with this. So I run it, I go like that, hold it on there, take your working yarn, this is your tail, working yarn, wrap it on this side of your tail, put it over your hook, and then I hold onto this little part, and this first loop on your hook needs to go underneath this one. So if you turn your hooks almost towards you and hook on there and then pull it through and then tighten it and you have your slip stitch. This is almost how you start every single project. So unless you do the magic ring, which is a whole nother video that I will do, that's down the road. So that would be your slip stitch. I'll do it again just to show you guys. So it's hold it, wrap it around, oops, wrap it over, and then pull that first loop through that second loop and tighten it. And that is your slip stitch. So I will move on to your chains. The chain is also the way that you would start a lot of square projects, square or rectangular. So to do the chain, and it's the end of each row too. So to do your chain, you take your working yarn, wrap it over, and pull it through. So that is your first chain right there. That right there is your chain. So if you want to go ahead and practice doing those, so you just wrap over and through, over and through, over and through, over and through, over and through. However many you want to do, go ahead and do those. So that is your chain right there. So every one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 chains here. I'm going to do 15 just so we'll make like a scarf. 13, 14, and 15. I got to pull more yarn out. Here we go. Oh, I'm using a 5mm hook. These are clover hooks. They are one of the best ones, in my opinion. Anyway, so this is your chain. So I'm going to go through a single crochet now. So you would go in this first one. We skip over this one right here. And you go in that one. So you put your hook through it. Hook your thread. Pull it up. So you have 2 hooks on your hook. 2 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn over and pull it through both loops. And that is your first single crochet. So if you try it again, you can go through this next one right here. So this is the one that you just did. Right here. So you would go into this one right here. And pull it through. Right? So then you go in this next one here. Am I too close? There we go. Pull it through, wrap, and pull it through. So if you go all the way across, you go all the way across the same way. And then your next one. And your next one. And all the way. Oops. Go through, pull up, wrap, and pull. So you can hold your yarn any way that is comfortable for you. I am left-handed, so I do hold my yarn a little bit differently than some of the other crocheters out there do. So this is your last one right here. So this is the slip knot that you did. And this is your last chain. So you go in there, pull up, wrap, and through the 2 loops. So that is your first row of single crochets. So each one right here, if you look like that, those are all your stitches that you just did. So to do the next row, you would chain like how you did on the first row, chain 1, and turn it over. So you're now going back the other direction. So you would go, and then you would do the single crochets the same way you did the first row, but you would go into there. So if you look at the top, it's almost like little V's. So you would go through both of them and pull up and through. So then your next one would be here and pull up, and your next one and you'd go all the way across. So in there, right there, right here, and your very last one is this one right there. So that would be your second row of single crochets. So you can practice that, or I will move along to the double crochets, which is once you get the hang of the single crochets, the double crochet just adds an extra step at the beginning of the stitch. So I'm just going to continue with this project here. So we chain like we did at the beginning, turn it. Always make sure you turn it the same direction each time too, because if you try to do it this way, then you'll get twisted and your edges will be all wonky. So we turn. So the double crochet is you wrap first. So if you remember the single crochet, we just go right in. The double crochet, we wrap, go in through that first stitch, pull up the loop. So you have three loops on the hook, and then you wrap, pull through 2 of the 3 loops, wrap again, and pull through those 2 loops. So that is your double. So as you can see, it's bigger than the first one, the single crochet. It's taller. So if you try that again, we wrap, put in through that next stitch, pull up, wrap, pull through. So if you see, you have 1, 2, 3, we have 4 technically if you count that one, but you have 3 loops on the hook. So you do take this first one and pull it through 2 loops, wrap it again, pull through 2. That's my sump pump that just went off, don't mind that. So then we do it again, we wrap, put through this first one here, pull it up, wrap, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay. So then we can just continue on with that double. Pull through 2, pull through 2. I have noticed that if, as you're pulling through, if you tilt your hook downward, it helps hook the yarn. So if you wrap, put through that one, hook that up, wrap, pull through 2, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2, pull through 2, and again, so once you get the hang of these 2 stitches, you can basically make anything. There's varieties of the stitches. You can do front posts, you can do back posts. That'll be another video that I'll do to explain that. Increase, decreases. If you make stuffed animals, there's a lot of those. So, and again, up, and 2, and then in this one. And that last one is right there. 2 and 2. So that you have 2 rows of singles and a row of doubles. So you would switch to your next row the same way you did for the singles. Do 1 chain, turn, and then that is your next space that you would go into right there. So I can do one more row if you want. So that is basically the basics. I will go through with my other videos. I will go through some other stitches. I will go through how to increase, how to decrease, how to do the magic ring. Throw ideas at me if you want to. We can do stuffed animals. We can do a crochet along, whatever you guys want to do. If you have any questions, you can always contact me too. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel too. You guys are great. Have a great day.